What up, what up, what up? Well, look at us. Your boy Jam, your boy Notch. Your boys are on the screen.
We're on the screen. You can see our faces.
Well, this is crazy. Y'all, you see handsome
same,
faces.
but different.
Yeah,
but still
you hear,
same.
Yeah, you hear same. You hear the voices. You hear, you see the beautiful faces, the handsome faces. Well, welcome to the Jam and Nacho Show. It's your boy Jam, my boy Notch. Say hello to our listeners and our viewers for the first time.
Viewers and listeners, this is crazy. It's a little weird.
For episode
I'm feeling a little
24.
off. No. Right? 24, jeez.
24.
We're going to have to celebrate on 25.
Yeah,
halfway
let me
there.
pop some bottles. That wasn't that. Let me pop some bottles.
Listeners are going to see we talk a lot with our hands. And you're like,
yes.
what is this? Like,
yes, it's a politician. We do certain things.
What did he? Oh my gosh, I'm already quoting movies already. But what did he say in the interview when he's like, "We're just looking for the what is he said?
They hate us because they ain't us, Notch.
No, do you know what he's talking about?
Yes,
he's
I do.
The big finish.
The big finish.
They
yes.
just want the money shot. He's like the money shot.
So if you're here, you're getting the money shot of your boys. And before we get into episode 24, let's pay the bills, Notch. For those of you, we have to pay the bills. That's what keeps you guys coming back for more. If you guys are listening to us on your favorite podcast platforms, whether that is Spotify, Apple, Cashbox, Google Play, please leave us a solid review.
The Cashbox.
5.99. That's right. 5 stars is recommended. And when you leave a comment, say it off top of the dome, and make sure you say it from the heart, because that's what we live for.
Oh,
that's
you
what
said
we go
off the
for.
heart. I said it with the chest.
You can say it with the chest too. You
Say
could
it with
beat
your
the
chest.
chest like King Kong. You could do that, but make sure you guys leave a great review. And those of you that are watching us, our beautiful faces on YouTube, please do the shocker. Notch, we talked about this kind of last time, but the episode didn't get recorded, so I have to reiterate it again. So, because we had technical difficulties, the shocker. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink, whatever you want to do, but it's the shocker. You don't have to go all in depth. Just remember it's the shocker. So,
What did you said? Like, subscribe, and what was the other one?
Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
Oh. Well, you got notification, but then you also got a comment, and you got a share.
Thank you, Notch.
You got 4.
Okay,
4.
yeah. You got a...
I don't know what that is. That's
like... That's Star Trek. A Star Trek. It's a Star Trek. Star Trek, if it's a wide gaping hole. Yeah, live long and prosper in your prostate. That's what it is. So... So make sure
this is
you
the
guys...
after hours show.
Welcome.
If you listen to the in between episode, you know what we're talking about.
Make sure when you guys do these things, Notch and I, we have our set of attire. It's cool attire, or we just have dope ass satin black robes to give you guys some content. That's the attire for the Jam and Nacho Show. That's just what we are going about. So, guys, make sure you guys head over to the Cool Attire shop to purchase all your cool attire and your Jam and Nacho needs. As you're looking right now, your boy is sporting the Navy or the military green Cool Attire crew neck. So, if you guys are wanting that, that'll be posted up in the shop. That's all right, Notch. I know you got some stuff on your end.
I left my hoodie at your place.
Yes, you do have the hoodie here. The hoodie is here. I got it saved in the back.
I'm rocking the old school forever ever rock Sprint. I'm rocking a Sprint hoodie, so
I feel that.
It's not cool attire, it's Sprint.
I'm repping the other guys. So yes, make sure you guys, and when you guys look in the description below, there's a 20% discount for you guys to purchase all of your needs on the Cool Attire shop, and that's Jam and Nacho gear, and that's Cool Attire gear. And also make sure you guys go to our Instagram, Twitter, myself, my boy Nacho, and the Jam and Nacho Show to see what we're doing in daily life, see for questions of the weeks, and just things that we're doing on a day-to-day basis.
That's it.
We just want to interact, man. That's what we need. Yeah, just chat some shit in the comments.
Just remember our other channels too. We got Cool Radio, We need to get back up on there.
Yes.
We do apologize. Past 2-3 weeks, TJ's redoing his basement and doing some crazy stuff.
Yes.
I'm redoing a new house, so it's just been crazy.
We're both
crazy,
renovating.
but we're
renovating.
adult shit. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. It's nuts.
Amazon took a lot of money from me this week. Not this week, like 2 days.
Bro.
Amazon's a lot, and they pissed me off. But go back into it. Cool Radio, No More Lies channel with Trey. We got to get Trey on here one of these days so you can see his crazy ass. The Facebook page, which is cool.
It's the whole
channel,
hub.
The cool channel,
whole hub.
which has everything on there. Am I missing something? You said cool attire. Oh, the Dream Lounge. Check out the Dream Lounge. And coming soon for all you ladies out there. This is special for TJ. He said he's going to drop a brand new album. It's only going to be exclusive at night. Once he gets his wife to agree with it, he's going to be wearing some baby oil, and that's it.
I'm going to be wearing a satin black robe,
what do
like
we call
I said.
it? The cool after dark.
Cool after dark. Cool after dark
Cool
or Dream
after
Lounge
dark.
sessions, whatever you want.
Dream Lounge after dark. I don't know.
Yeah, if you guys didn't listen to the in-between episode,
it's going to be on OnlyFans.
It's OnlyFans exclusively. Don't even fuck around. Like, don't even fuck around. It's going to be on OnlyFans. So yeah, did we miss anything for paying the bills, Notch?
Well, I think that's everything. Just make sure you comment. We like to see the comments. Like, subscribe. You said the 4 in the weird places. Put one in the nose, one in yeah, I don't know.
One in the nose, one in the mouth.
And then you got your other fingers that TJ talked about earlier. I don't know.
You just tickle the chin.
Shit,
you can just tickle the chin.
Dude, talk about that, listeners. I don't know if this thing.
I know you said that.
Beard,
you said your beard.
This is
growing.
Intense.
Yeah, you know your boys.
This is what
are growing
happens.
out our beards.
This is crazy.
This
I wanted to shave today too, and I didn't. Messed up.
It don't
Gotta
even
get clean
matter
cut.
because this is what grown men look like at our age. This is what grown men look like.
This is what, this is work, and then fix shit up, and then go to sleep. Life.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you do, man. That's being an adult.
Yep. T, what's been up, man? It's been a minute.
Like you said, man, like just the hiatus. We're getting the basement going, trying to get things in working order, so that way we can give our listeners and just give more aesthetics for our listeners, our viewers, and everything, just to bring out good content. We got football, we got dance for the kids, like busy men over here. Notch, so what you got on your side?
Before that, and I apologize because my dogs are barking, but explain to me why your son's football team practices more than the damn Denver Broncos.
Bro, let me tell you, 9-year-old kid, 5 days a week, which I'm very glad that tonight was, as you guys are listening to this, the rain actually rained out our practice for today. So it would have been our first day of 5 days this week. And it's too much for a 9-year-old. We're traveling. We're supposed to be going to Springs, Denver, and Greeley. And if we go to regionals, we're going to go to Texas. And if we win in Texas, we're going to go to Florida.
Hell,
how's
that's crazy.
That? How's that for a 9-year-old?
That's nuts, dude.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
I mean, I'm all for being,
Is his coach Snoop Dogg or what the heck is going on? Jesus.
No, this organization is, I love the camaraderie about the organization because it gives that playing field of loving the sport. But practice is just too much for these kids at this young age. Like, it's too much. Like, I'm all cool with 3 days a week. I'm all cool for that because we could practice hard one day, practice moderately hard the second day, and then the last days run through before game day.
I'm just saying, the best player in the world, we're not talking football, but we're talking basketball, is Nikola Jokic.
Okay.
And that motherfucker doesn't practice at all.
That motherfucker takes breaks all
So if I'm Avery,
time.
I'm telling Coach, my hero is Nikola Jokic, and he said, I get to go and bet on horses.
And he said, fuck practice, Coach. He's on some Allen Iverson shit.
Right.
Practice. Not the
playoffs.
No. Practice. So yeah, that's what I'm on too. So that's taken a lot of my time too, a lot of my energy, and my wife's energy, because I'm running back and forth, 20 minutes away from home to take our oldest, to go to practice 4 to 5 days a week. But I love the competitive nature, and I hope he he continues that competitive nature that I have in my heart, because I've done it. I've
Yeah.
done that, and that shit sucks. But it's fun if you enjoy it. The
It'll teach him
listeners,
discipline for sure.
yes, absolutely. So listeners and watchers out there, if you have young kids that are getting into the competitive nature of whatever sport they're in, just let them know that you're on their side, and that to give you thanks for taking them to practice, because it's a privilege to play these sports. It really is. It's a
So
privilege to play
long
these
and thanks
sports.
for all the fish.
Thank you, Notch. Like, just give thanks.
Yeah. No, I don't know if you got that reference. I said so long and thanks for all the fish. So all you nerds out there probably know what I'm talking about.
And Notch, what's going on your side? I know you're renovating as well. I know
Yeah,
both of us have our green screens up. You're renovating. Let us know.
and just remodeling the house that hasn't been remodeled in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Helping out some family members around there. It took a complete 180 from where my life was. I
Yeah.
originally planned on living in Springs and actually buying, but then this happened, so I'll be down here in Pueblo for
Mm-hmm.
a year. So listeners,
Hey,
don't come and find me. No, I'm just joking.
don't know the
If I see,
location.
yeah, you don't know where I'm at. I've got dogs in this house, so I do apologize. Stop. Hey, calm down. What was I going to talk about? We got to jump into it. There's a lot of things that we haven't been
A
talking about.
lot.
I do want to talk. Well, before we get into that, I know you had a whole spiel, and we'll talk about sports. But go ahead and get into what you wanted to talk about, T.
So the first thing, so we could set the precedence real quick. I was looking at celebrity names.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know a lot of celebrity real names?
Okay, so I watched Jeopardy a lot because I love trivia,
Okay, me
and they
too.
were talking about real celeb. Oh no, it was some stupid show called something Trivia with Balls, and I thought it was
Okay.
dumb. I was just like,
Okay.
wait. And they were talking about real celebrity names that had names, or rappers that had presidential names and all that stuff. And I was thinking about it. It's like I only know one rapper real name, and that was Jay-Z. And I was like, I don't think I know any. Eminem, of course, Marshall Mathers,
Right.
Kyle, because his name is Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, if I thought about it, like Mac Miller, I don't even think Mac Miller's name was really Mac Miller. I think it's
It's
like Matthew
Malcolm.
something.
No, it's
Yes, it is
Malcolm.
Malcolm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you had
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm. Celebrities. It's crazy. So one of my favorite TV shows. We talked about this on the In Between episode. Is Psych, and
Mm-hmm. Yep.
James. His name is James. He's the main character. His name is James Roday,
Okay.
and and for the longest time, I always thought he was white because he looks white.
Okay.
And then he changed his name to his legal name, which was James Roday Rodriguez. And the only reason it surprised me why. I was like, why didn't he just go by James Rodriguez? And he said because he had a Latino name or Spanish last name, Hollywood wouldn't accept him because most Hollywood people that are of Latino background they started music. Think about Jennifer Lopez,
Okay.
Antonio
Antonio
Banderas,
Banderas. Yeah.
Enrique Iglesias. All of
Mm.
them have that music background. Then they go into acting. Well, he didn't have
Ah.
that. He just had that last name, so he dropped it. And I was like, man, that's crazy. So
Mm-hmm.
celebrity last names, it's weird when you hear it. They're like, oh yeah, I went by this. But even think about like the weird ones that completely change their name, like Prince and
absolutely.
Kesha and all them.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
Lana Del Rey. Lana Del
Yep.
Rey has
It's
a
not even her name.
completely different
Yep.
name.
Mm-hmm.
And she changed her name because she originally started in the music industry way back in the day. Her parents are super rich. They threw her in there, and she was supposed to be a pop bubblegum princess, and she was declined by Hollywood. They just spit her out. So then she changed her
Even
whole
Lady
image.
Gaga. Lady Gaga, her
yeah.
original name was Stephanie. Mm-hmm.
Tell
Which
me
is
how
crazy.
Lady Gaga was a very beautiful girl before
absolutely.
I mean, she's beautiful now, but like, I don't know why she changed herself.
It's because when she first came out, her music wasn't reputable, and a lot of people didn't gravitate towards it. So then that's why she changed.
Yeah.
So okay, Notch, you know a little bit here. So I'm going to start with the first name. Michael B. Jordan. What do you think the B stands for?
Brandon.
Nope.
Brooklyn.
Nope.
Bobby.
Bobby, Ricky, Mike.
Michael Bobby. Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby. He got two
You
first
got two
names.
first names?
I never knew this was a name. His name is Michael Backery Jordan.
Backery.
Backery. I don't even know where the fuck that came from.
Sounds like
Backery.
a fucking board game.
He's
Baccarat.
Baccarat. We playing Baccarat. What about Tom Cruise?
I know his name is completely different. I don't know what his name would be, though.
So it's Thomas Cruise Math Porther.
Matt Porther, huh?
Matt Porther. Mapother. Yep. What about
those Scientologist people, man?
Bro, I swear. What about Taraji P. Henderson?
Oh, we're just doing the P or is her full complete name?
The P.
P.
Taraji P. Henderson.
P. Like Port. I don't know. Port Mall. I don't know. Some weird ass fucking name.
It's like Portsmouth.
Is it like? I hope it's not some weird name that the parents were just like, we named you after a wine. What?
Taraji Pinda.
Pinda.
Henderson. Pinda. I don't even know where Pinda comes from.
Pinda.
You know, it's crazy. A patient told me the middle name. I thought they were lying, and then I looked it up. I was like, this motherfucker's right.
This patient needs more medicine. TJ's like, oh wait, I overdosed for no reason. My bad.
Yeah. What about this one? J.K. Rowling.
She changed her name completely, right? Because hers was a pen name.
It was pen name.
Yeah, she said she wouldn't be accepted because she was a female, so she changed it. I don't know what her name is. I know the whole story behind her.
Yep. What do you think the J and the K mean or are?
It's like J.K. Rowling or J.K.R.
J.K.
J.K. It's like Julian. What freaking middle name is K? Who has a middle name that starts with a K? What? Katie? I don't know. Catherine? Is it Catherine?
Kathleen.
Kathleen.
And the J is Joanne.
Joanne
Kathleen Rowling.
J.K. Rowling. Yep. That's a pen name.
Yeah, yep. I got two more. Jamie Foxx. We talked about this on an early episode, but we only talked about as to why he named his name Jamie Foxx, but what is his real name?
I don't know.
This one's different because I had to Google it too.
Is it like Kool-Aid?
Eric Marlon Bishop.
Eric Bishop.
Yes.
He don't look like no damn Eric.
He don't look like no damn Eric.
Could you imagine if you went to a celebrity party and you're just like, Jamie, and he's just like, call me by my first name.
I don't go by that name. What? My name's Eric, motherfucker.
And then, or they change their voice completely and he's like, hi, I'm Eric. You're like, what?
I don't know this person.
What happened to you? Stevie Wonder's just walking around with his eyes wide open. Like, what? Kanye West is with a gay fish. I don't know.
Fucking South Park.
Oh, shit.
And the last one, you and I have a love for this show. BJ Novak. What does BJ stand for?
I feel like I've seen his name before. Is it Brandon?
Nope.
I feel like because he directs.
He does.
Oh, I don't know. I know you're going to tell me it, and I'm going to know it.
Think about my Fortnite name.
Benjamin?
Yep.
Is it Benjamin? What, BJ?
Yep, and what's the J?
Was it Jonathan? Benjamin?
Nope.
He's got two first names?
Kind of close.
James?
Think the Bible.
John.
Okay.
Bro, it's been a long day for me to think about the Bible. I don't know. We got Noah. Oh my gosh! Why I could see it, bro. This is embarrassing. I could see the name and I can't like. What is it called?
Think of Mary.
Joseph.
Yes, sir.
Jesus.
Benjamin Joseph Novak from, if you guys don't know,
From The
BJ,
Office.
aka Ryan from The American Office. So, Notch, what do you got for our listeners? I know you got a topic we want to talk about. We want to talk about the Olympics. We want to talk about sports. Let's get into it.
Bro, we got to talk about those Olympics. So
Oh,
big shout out. I
Jesus.
don't know if we talked. I think we did it on the episode
We
where
did.
yeah, we didn't push play, so we were
Yes, we
dum-dums.
did.
But we did
Technical
have to give a shout out for
difficulties.
the Americans. I think they were just ending, so at least we could talk about the ending of the Olympics.
Yeah.
Crazy, crazy stuff. So
Yeah.
first off, let's go through the Olympics. Some of the crazy stuff. How did you feel about the Aussie and her breakdancing? How did you feel about break?
Honestly, bro, her and her husband cheated.
Yeah.
The way they did things about that, they had a very close set for her to be accepted into the Olympics, and she didn't score well. She didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't score well. If this was an interpretive dance competition, maybe she would have scored better. But she kind of made a fool of breakdancing as to why it's not going to be in LA.
Yeah.
And I thought it was trash. Honestly, I thought it was
See,
trash.
her
Her performance.
her performance was
performance.
trash.
Yeah,
I
her
think all the other
performance.
breakdancers actually
Oh,
did really well. I
sick,
was very, very
sick.
impressed with it, and I thought it was really cool because I felt like the Olympics this year was more friendly than anything.
Yeah,
Everybody was having fun.
yeah,
Especially, I saw a lot of. I mean, if you
absolutely.
think, and I thought it was the craziest thing. So, two things about the Olympics. First, break was amazing. I don't know why they're not going to bring it back to LA, but I thought it was crazy they're going to bring flag football to LA.
Which is
I was
crazy.
like, all right, whatever. Like,
Eh,
dude, American football's turning to flag football anyway,
yeah,
so just watch it there.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Um, one thing I took from the Olympics, well, there's multiple things, but everybody, even though they were from Nigeria and from Australia and England, all these motherfuckers live in America. All of them. All of
Pretty
those
much,
motherfuckers.
pretty much. They just relocated and then played
They
for their home
like
countries.
the
Yeah,
one girl that
yeah.
beat for the 100. Was it the 100 meter? Because what's her name lost.
Shikari. Yep.
Shikari Richardson lost. The
Hmm.
girl that won, which she
She
was
was.
from an island.
Yeah.
She was from the islands.
Hmm.
I looked her up and I was like, you grew. Well, okay, hers was a little bit different. Sorry. She went to college. So she had lived in the islands for her whole life, and then she went to
Yeah.
college here at
Yeah.
UCLA. But a
Yeah.
lot of those, I was looking and I was like, you're from America. You're from America. How are you? All the swim teams, Australians, and they're like, Australians are so strong. And it's like, you're an American. You're an American. I was like, how does that even work? Like, I get
Yeah.
it. We're a melting pot. That's America. So
Yeah.
it is. But at the same time, like, I feel like it should be a little bit more strict, and that's where we go into basketball. So I ranted
Indeed.
the last time. Embiid is a little Embiid bitch, and I'm glad that they booed him. And I hope he never gets a ring because he's a
I heard he's
POS.
playing for Cameroon in LA.
I hope he does. He needs
That's
to.
what I heard.
He needs to go back
Hmm.
and play for where he grew up.
Hmm.
I think all Olympics should be like that.
I feel you.
Jamal Murray, they should have
He
more
played for Canada,
Americans.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck Shy Alexander for what he said, though. Fuck him.
Oh yeah, it's just
Fuck him.
hate, and I'm glad they got knocked out because I think Jamal needs rest. It's been a very long past 2
Yes.
years for everybody.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Embiid really pissed me off. Now, this is my biggest thing. So, good on America winning gold. I'm a Nuggets fan, so when America played Serbia and Jokic was on the court, I was rooting for Serbia.
Yeah.
And then how cocky the Americans were, I was like, all right, like if you guys lose, it is what it is. I know you're not going to lose. I knew the Americans were going to win. They're
True.
too strong. It's too powerful. Two things about that. Serbia handed it to the Americans. You shouldn't have been that close when all they had was Bogdanovic and
I think,
Jokic.
yeah.
And Bogdanovic
that
couldn't
boy
even,
could hoop,
like,
though.
he could. And a lot of those, and now there's a whole bunch of Serbians that put their name on it because Serbians were hitting from left and right. They put it to the Americans. They did. They really did.
Absolutely.
My biggest thing is how in the hell did LeBron James get MVP and the Mr. Olympic for the NBA?
Which is
Reason
crazy.
he didn't. He wasn't the top performer in any of the games that they played in. And do you know who the number one performer plus minus points, rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals was? Guess.
Mr. Jokic.
Mr. Jokic. He was number one in every
Who
single
then?
one of those, and
Who
you gave
then?
it to LeBron. Like,
It should have went to Steph, to be honest. If
if
we're going with
anybody on the American,
US.
if it's like MVP, we're gonna give it to the who wins and stuff like that. It's very
Absolutely.
rare we'll give it to somebody
Absolutely.
that loses, but
Yeah.
if we went by all of that and not by I want to suck his dick, like Steph Curry should have been it. In all reality, it should have been Jokic. So big shout out. Jokic plus minus was outrageous.
Yeah.
His points and all that stuff. That dude is crazy.
He's nuts.
And then they got
He's nuts.
drunk. Did you see that when they
I
got when they
didn't
were
see that.
drunk
On the bus?
on the bus to get there
Okay.
because they played the day before or earlier that day, and then they went and partied. And they party. They
People
go
were
hard.
pissed off that Jokic went so hard for Serbia. But I'm like, do you not remember when he said he didn't want to celebrate the championship, and then he did the championship in the
Oh, and then
city?
he's
He
like,
goes,
I fuck with parade. I stay on parade.
I'm going to stay on parade. I'm like,
I'm
are
gonna
you
stay
kidding
on
me?
parade.
Yeah,
Jokic is all
like,
for it. He just doesn't. And that's his home country. You got to remember, America is his job. His home country is that's him. That would be like Yeah, you can't get mad at him for.
No,
that dude
absolutely
can
not.
do no wrong. I'm excited for him. And shout out to the women's basketball 8 years in a row, or
They
eight Olympics
hooped.
or something.
They hooped. They hooped.
They are fire. But
Mm-hmm.
that comes to the point. I think it was a big fuck up on their part, and it's hate that they did not bring Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark.
They're rookies. I mean, they were actually going to
Olympics
that
used to just be college. It
True.
never used to be the WNBA or NBA.
Even Cooper Flagg would have been a better option too.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker hoops, but they didn't get him because of the whole rookie standpoint and all that bullshit. But
I just don't like it. I didn't like it, and I absolutely love that the first game back, it showed that Caitlin Clark had a grudge, and she played Diana Taurasi for Phoenix.
Yes,
and destroyed her. And I'm sorry, but that girl is on another level. Angel Reese is doing her thing. She's getting her own rebounds and stuff like that. Her plus minus is bad.
It's crazy.
So she might be getting rebounds, but it's because she's missing everything and she's just tipping it 100 times.
Yeah.
Her minus the last game, they lost by 20, and her minus was minus 20.
Right.
Caitlin Clark, on the other hand, is leading in assists. Her dimes look like Jokic.
Oh, it's crazy.
I was like, bro, she is throwing out dimes left and right, and her plus minus is plus 20.
She's a hooper, man. People hate on her because of everything that's going on with the league, but it's like she hoops, and Angel Reese, she hoops too. Like
she does.
She hoops.
I think Angel Reese is playing like a rookie. That's going to be dominant in 2 years, and it's going to be exciting to see them play in LA for the Olympics.
Absolutely.
Caitlin Clark has been ready for the spotlight, and she's more controlled. She's not, and her coach even told her this. When she, at the beginning of the season, she would shoot, and when she would miss, she wanted to just dime. She's like, I'm not going to go and get my shot. And her coach and her teammates were like, fucking shoot.
Right.
You miss, you make, just fucking shoot. And now she misses like four threes this last game. She didn't score. And then second half, she was on fire. I was like, this girl's crazy
to me with the women's basketball? She graduated from Iowa, goes into the WNBA, and then goes into the Olympics. There was no break like how the boys are, which is crazy to me. Yeah. It's crazy. Like that's astonishing.
Yeah, the body, the endurance that they put their bodies through is crazy.
Did you see the amount of televised games that are going to be for the NBA?
I saw that the Nuggets are going to be on a lot.
The Nuggets are going to be...
I saw we got another Christmas. I do not like that we have to freaking watch them in Phoenix again, but I'm okay. I know. Because the last time they did that, Mr. Aaron Gordon put on the dunk of the century when he yammed on, what's his name? Shumpert or whatever his name is.
Shumpert,
Little weirdo, dude.
So there's going to be 22 televised Nuggets games this year.
That's cool.
23 Mavericks games, 24 Knicks games, 26 Boston Celtics games, and tell me why it's 27 LA Lakers
For the
games.
Lakers?
They fucking lost.
Yeah.
Why
It's
wouldn't
all
you
because
why would that be
the
flipped?
Lakers they're going to be like,
It's a
oh,
bigger
we're
market.
the best. We're going to be the it's the market.
It's a bigger
It's who
market.
could get played because the Nuggets can't even get freaking Comcast or anybody to sign them.
Yeah,
You have to get FUBU to do that stuff.
I'm saying.
Unfortunately,
and with the whole TNT deal.
Yeah. Oh, and they only have one more year, so
they went to Amazon. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Oh, and also with the Olympics, the marathon, the triathlon, the whole crazy shit that they went through with the triathlon, how they were swimming in shit river, like literal shit river,
Yeah.
which is crazy. And I seen pictures of the triathlon athletes.
Yeah.
They were throwing up and everything. Like, who the fuck would want to swim in shit river? That's why for me, I'm like, where are they going to have this out in LA? Are they going to be swimming in Alcatraz?
In the ocean.
Yeah.
They'll probably do it in the ocean.
They're going to do it in Alcatraz, pretty much.
And well, that's Sanford. That's way the hell.
That's way out there.
You're trying to get them to San Francisco and then run all the way from San Francisco to LA?
Hey, 26
Jesus.
miles. They need
you got to go to
26
Catalina
miles.
Island. The Catalina wine mixer.
Catalina fucking wine mixer.
The wine mixer. No,
Truly.
Every Olympic always has their problems, and we've seen that.
Yeah,
I think
true.
China, or I forgot one of them. They were telling their people before the Olympics if they saw any stray dogs and cats just to kill them.
Like, that was China. That was Beijing.
Yeah.
That was Beijing.
So and then France had problems with the rat, and because of the rain, it was. And my thing is like you built a track open for all the track, and I was like, how are they not slip? Like I'd be so afraid to bust in my ass. Like they were drenched. So the track was really cool. I like to see that. That's what I was saying. A lot of Americans did really good. What's the one with the stick where you gotta
the relay?
Yeah, the relay. The Americans, they fucking
they choked.
They got in their damn heads, but they sucked, man.
They choked.
That was like the worst performance ever, but Americans did really good. It was really cool to see, and it was really cool to see other countries like Ireland winning in swimming. I was like, what the fuck? These in Ireland?
They can swim? What is going on?
I thought that water is choppy out there, and the only water they have is the ones that surround them. They don't really have lakes. They have swamps.
They're swimming in Lake
marshes. Exactly. It was really cool. The Olympics was awesome. I was excited to watch that. But we start preseason for the NFL.
Yes, we have.
And for us Bronco fans out there, oh my God, we got two looks. And tell me why everybody said, "Oh, Bo Nix is blah 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 this, and Russell Wilson's going to outperform and show everybody." Man, Russ looks like crap.
He looks in the division that he's in. He should be flourishing in that division.
He should be.
It is preseason.
It's preseason, but he's playing with the top, and I get it. Yeah, it's preseason. Russell was good when he was in Seattle. And I don't know what it was, maybe his youth or anything. I feel like he's like a scared chihuahua now running around.
It's weird.
And I didn't realize how small Russell, because he's 5'10". I think he's 5'10", where Bo Nix is like 6. He's about your size.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like 6'2". Yeah.
Yeah. And Bo Nix just looks comfortable, and his team looks happy that he's there.
Okay.
I think Denver's going to do good. And one announcer, they asked him, they were like, "What's your prediction for the Broncos?" It's 2 ways: 11-6 or 6-11. And I was like, "Yep, that's how it's going to be." I was like,
I feel that.
I was like, that's how I feel. They're either going to do really good or they're going to be really, really bad.
They're going to be shit. Yeah, we'll see. The West is always tough, whether it's in basketball or football.
Yeah.
It's always tough.
All the rookies are doing good. Caleb Williams looks really good out in Chicago. Atlanta picked up Simmons, so Atlanta's doing big things to protect,
and they have
help them.
Fucking Kirk Cousins as a fucking quarterback. If
he's
going
to be wearing chains and be all naked on airplanes and shit, doing the dirty bird. It's pretty crazy to see. So I'm excited that NFL's starting, and soon we get the NBA back and all that stuff. Get back
Mhm.
Jokic, do another back to back, even though we're not back to back. So
I hope so. I'm ready to see what the NBA is going to be like, but the NFL is going to be very interesting especially after watching the Receiver series on Netflix.
yeah,
I'm so excited for this
dude,
season.
and
I'm excited.
the Broncos uniforms. Ooh, those things are
I
dope.
heard they were
I
sick.
like them. I
Okay.
really like them.
Okay.
I like the matte finish and the bright orange and the TARDIS blue. It's almost like a TARDIS blue, T.
That's sick.
So it's pretty
See?
dope. I'm
Okay. All
excited for
right.
it. So we'll
All
see what
right.
happens. T, I wanted to get into something else. Let's
Okay.
drop from sports and the Olympics. That's all fun and games. But
Okay.
listeners, I wanted to do a little segment that both of us, both T and I, are very big on our health, especially that we're getting older. We're
Mm.
like we tell
Mhm.
you guys all the time, we drink a lot of water. T's seeing a ghost right now, so
It's the
he's
kitty.
about to.
It's Gemma.
So one of the things that I wanted to do is every episode, both of us, or I'll start it off, and maybe next week T could do it, or
Okay.
we both could do it.
Okay.
But just something that we do that might help you in your everyday life. And there's something that I learned that I've been doing, and I absolutely love it. So if you didn't know, honey is the human body can live off of honey by itself. If you didn't know that, a
Okay.
spoonful of honey could actually give you energy. It could help you with low blood sugar, all that stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
honey,
Mm-hmm.
if you eat honey, your number one mistake that most people do is they scoop it or they'll pour it on metal or they'll put it on a sandwich and mix it with their peanut butter or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They use a metal spoon. There's a reason why they have those weird little honeycomb spoons that are made out of wood,
Yep.
because when honey touches metal, it actually loses an enzyme that actually helps kill. It's a very big antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and you lose that property when it touches metal.
Crazy.
But I want to give you guys a recipe, and T, definitely try it out. Listeners, get you a thing of honey. It's a little bear. We all know what the little bear looks like. Pour that bear into a mason jar or whatever. Pour that bear into a mason jar, and you're going to add some stuff to it. You're going to add turmeric. You're going to add ginger. You're
Okay.
going to add black pepper, and you're going to mix that all together.
Huh.
And what that does is all three of those. So the black pepper is kind of weird, and you could do cayenne if you want to. Cayenne. I didn't really do it
Okay.
this time. I'll probably do it next time.
Okay.
But all three of those give you major antioxidants and anti-inflammatory. If you got a cold, if you got
Okay.
cold
Okay.
sores, all that stuff. Those three
Okay.
things together interact with each other and become basically a grandma's medicine per se, or way back in the day. If you think about modern medicine mimics nature at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And those three, eating
Mm-hmm.
a clove of garlic or taking turmeric, which is so good for your body. So what I do, listeners,
Absolutely.
is every morning I'll do about this much pineapple juice, because pineapple juice is so good for you. This much orange juice. I'll pour some honey in there, and then at night I throw it in my tea. It's good for you, listeners.
Okay.
Stay healthy. T and I were just talking about water and stuff like that. Mineral
Yes.
water, all those minerals that you're losing, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
We got to stay healthy out there, and that's what we're looking
Have
out for you guys.
to.
So
Have to.
every episode, I want to bring something to the table, because I constantly find weird things that I'm just like, this is crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and then it makes you feel better. So we'll see what
So,
happens.
so as you said that about the honey too, actually, people have actually been putting minced garlic within a spoonful of honey
Yeah,
as well, and taking
I
that, and yeah.
every
Mm-hmm.
day I eat a clove of
Mm-hmm.
honey.
I take clove. I take a
See,
garlic
I'm gonna
pill.
get off camera real quick because I
You're
just
okay.
realized my battery's about to die. So
Oh shit! So listeners, so while Notch is charging up his stuff, so actually I do a 8 essential mushroom coffee, and I know you guys have seen Mud Water, you've seen Rise. I've actually went to Natural Grocers and I've got the ingredients myself. I use lion's mane, reishi, chaga, turkey tail, a couple other ground mushrooms in an essential powder, and then I actually have turmeric, which actually helps with inflammation and it actually brings down your A1C. Even cinnamon helps out with inflammation as well. And what's another ingredient that's in there? Uh, it's a mint tea that goes within it. So all these essential things comes in and it looks like powdered mud, like mud water. You can make this yourself at home, and it makes more of a batch than what you would buy with mud water. It's more cost effective, and it helps with the gut. Um, it's 2 tablespoons. Throw it in my water. I get a little protein, Half Life, 26 grams protein. Put it in that, mix it up, drink it, and I feel energized. Plus, I get my
Yeah,
protein
and
intake.
that's all we're trying to do is
So
just stay
yeah,
healthy.
I'm glad
It's one of
Nacho
the
talked
things that I've
about
been
that.
wanting to talk about because there's so many different things out there. But like today, I was talking to my sister, and
Hmm.
um, she's like, I don't overdo with the modern medicine, but I was telling her is like where you take a horse pill for ibuprofen this big, all you need is a tincture of wild lettuce or grow wild lettuce in your backyard. If you didn't know that, that's
True,
where they learned about similarities to make ibuprofen, and it's the same. All
true.
these
Yeah,
like
Kids from the
valerian
garden.
root. What was the other thing that I
Hmm.
was going to talk
Yep.
about? There was another one. Oh, T. When you do your turmeric, add black pepper. Black pepper actually activates turmeric to the hundredth of the power, so it enhances it.
Okay.
It
Okay.
sounds weird, but
Interesting.
your
I mean, I could
spice
see it
cabinet,
because I put turmeric
yeah.
on my chicken because there's no taste
Mm-hmm.
to turmeric, but it
Yep.
gives that component.
Just watch out because it does
Okay.
dye the shit out of your clothes and stuff like that. It's the worst spice for dyeing.
Uh,
But the other thing in your medicine cabinet, if you ever have a toothache, if your mouth is hurting or you have inflamed gums or anything like that, drink clove. So clove that you use for ham, it's in your medicine cabinet. Make a tea with it real quick. Throw some honey. It'll be gone.
hmm.
It's all
Hmm.
natural. It's all
All
in our
right. I
spice
like
cabinet.
that.
So
Giving some. We got the supplement section for the
trying to stay
podcast.
healthy. Trying to stay healthy. So
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. Okay. So since we're trying to keep our childhood, trying to keep our body strong, Notch, do you remember your childhood email address?
so you brought that up, and I was trying to think about it. I don't remember AOL. I know it all started. It all started on
Oh
AOL.
shit.
I don't remember that, but I do remember my
Okay.
Hotmail, and it was
Okay.
Pirate thirty
Okay.
two. Pirate like how we spelled it. So Pirate
Mm-hmm.
32 at hotmail.com,
Okay.
which is crazy.
Okay. So mine was Bikini Bottom Buster. I was infatuated with fucking SpongeBob.
Still
Infatuated.
was still
So
in.
I got a yeah, still in what the fuck? So I got a couple I found on the internet. This one, it might bring up a movie we talk about a lot. To be extreme at hotmail.com. Extreme.
I haven't talked about that movie in forever. I think tonight. Oh, I got work in the morning. Damn it. It was like it's a White Castle.
Yeah,
Speaking of it, White Castle T. I told you, listeners, White Castle
bro.
might be coming to Denver. It might be coming as low as Castle Rock.
Didn't we talk about this like
T.
6 years ago that they were talking about
If
bringing the
this
White
actually
Castles?
happens, we're doing the trip.
We're
We're
doing
doing
it.
the trip.
And we're gonna do the podcast with this
I
fucking
will
trip
probably
too.
smoke just for the hell of it, just to do it. Bro, we're so high. We're not
It's gonna
low.
be
We're
we're
not
not
low.
low. Okay, so the next one, Poo Toilet 123.
Who the hell?
Yeah, I don't even know. This one, Nipples and Toes 23.
That's your that's gonna be the after hours nipples and toes.
Nipples and Toes. Butt Fuck Express
Wow,
1991.
that
What the
was
fuck?
19. They were born in
Yeah,
1991. We know that.
they
Yeah,
had to be. Full grown man. Now,
full
this is
grown
kind of
man.
weird because that could be like full grown man. That's like some predator shit. Looking for
Oh
a
my
13-year
god,
old boy or girl.
that's too. We should see if that was on Chris Hansen's To Catch a Predator.
You said here your name is full grown man. Well, technically,
We do got to talk about that real quick. So we grew up on To Catch a Predator, right? Hi, I'm Chris Hansen. Can you take a
yes,
seat? And they were just like,
absolutely.
oh, the wine coolers, and then they arrested him at the end, and it was like,
I
why
didn't
is
mean
it
to. I wasn't here for
now a
this.
thing? And it's especially going to those weird rappers. I saw a few rappers do it
Hmm.
where they're doing the catch to catch a predator, but they're doing it
Oh
fucked up.
yeah,
And
I think I don't. They're not doing
yeah,
God's work. Like I'm all for catching
yeah.
pedophiles doing that shit, but they're making an excuse to beat the
See, and
fuck out of
I'm
these guys. I seen a couple
yeah.
videos the other day, and
So
I'm like,
my
I'm not
biggest
cool
thing
with that.
is
Like I want them to be caught, but
exactly.
like you're giving an excuse
One of
to beat
these
the
days,
fuck
because
out of
then
somebody.
they walk around and they have those like those dumbass people that are like what's his name Rittenhouse that's like I'm a this and I'm wearing a vest and I got all these guns on me.
Hmm.
I was like, one of
Hmm.
these days you're gonna fuck
Hmm.
around and those I not saying I hope, but they need to learn a lesson. You are doing
Yeah,
something to
and
just get clout. That's all you're doing.
absolutely,
Yeah, most of the
and
time when they
and
call the police won't even go because they did it wrong. They're like, we got all
exactly,
this stuff, and
and
it's like
so
you
and
can't do it that way.
it's inadmissible. So, and on this podcast, Notch and I, we're not trying to say we are giving
Oh hell no,
pedophiles credit.
no.
By all means, no, fuck them. But there's a way, and there's a certain way on how law
Hmm.
works that shit should be handled. Why do you think Batman always
Yeah,
got in trouble? Why do you think Spider Man always got in trouble? Yes, they're fictional characters, but these people are modern day people to catch likes and clout to fuck up a potential predator, and they're baiting. It's actually
yeah,
bait. It's a baiting and bait, and that's actually a crime that these people are doing, even though the suspect is going for a crime of an intention
yeah,
of a
yeah,
alleged crime, but it's not actually real. The other people are baiting them, and they're not part of a law
yeah,
enforcement to do an investigation to do that. Like, what if they kill the person
yeah.
who's a predator?
Yep.
Now they have a murder charge.
I'm just saying, even if
Now you're fucked.
my biggest thing is they're recording, and I'm like, dude, put your hands on me. Like, I'm gonna sue you. You fucked up. Now you
Exactly.
don't have a case, and then you hit me,
Exactly.
so I'm gonna fuck you
Exactly.
over.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
fuck you up. Hmm. Yep.
It's just crazy.
I agree, and
Again, we talk about
I
influencers, and
totally
it's
fucking
just
agree.
weird how things work these days.
It's very weird nowadays, and like it's so much clout that everybody thinks they can get away with it because they get followers and all this other stuff, and they think it's justified. Like it's not really
Yeah.
justified because, like I said, what if you kill this person? Now
Yep.
you're fucked. You thought you were doing due diligence of the law. Now you're part of
Yeah.
the legal system, and you're gonna seek those
Yep.
ramifications from it. Yep. Okay. So what? The next ones: childhood email addresses. Chewbacca is my stockbroker.com.
Chewbacca is my stockbroker.com. That's a website. Yeah,
That's a
that's weird.
website. We used to say this all the time in the 90s. Chilling like a villain, one, two,
Nice.
three.
That dude was so far back
This is
with the chilling like a villain. So you know there was chilling like a villain
super
one.
far
There's
back.
chilling like a villain 1, 2, and then he got third. So he's probably third.
Mm, then
Yep.
exactly. This one's Erica's old
Oh
email
shit.
address. She doesn't know. Japanese Mixa 89.
Japanese mix what?
Mixa,
Mixa
Mixa.
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 Japanese mix.
Japanese Mixa 89. And the last one, junglewhore at
How did you get my
hotmail.com.
email? I'm just joking.
Junglewhore.
Nice.
What kind
That
of
one's
shit is
intense
that?
right there. That's some dude, I got the yellow
Yeah,
plague. What?
I got the yellow fever. Asian tits. I just want to squeeze
Oh
them.
Jesus Christ.
So, yeah, so that's the childhood email addresses. Now, speaking of childhood, I fucking hate Disney. I'm starting to hate Disney more and more every day. Did you hear about the new case about Disney?
with the
Did you hear what the fuck's going on with them?
whole you signed. What did that girl do? I forgot what she did.
She died. So, okay,
Yeah,
I got it right here. Disney wants wrongful death suit thrown out because widower bought an Epcot ticket and Disney Plus. A man is suing Walt Disney Parks and Resorts for his wife's wrongful death, but Disney is trying to move the case to arbitration because he signed up for Disney Plus in
yeah.
2019, which requires arbitration of disputes. Disney argues that this agreement, along with his purchase of Epcot tickets, shields them from liability in his wife's death of severe allergic reaction at a Disney
Yeah, that's
Springs
what it was.
resort. The, the plaintiff's lawyer calls Disney's argument unreasonable, claiming it tries to prevent any wrongful death cases against Disney. The lawsuit seeks over $50,000
So,
in damages. She ate food from a restaurant that was on
and
Disney's
she gave
property,
them,
but
yeah,
Disney doesn't even own
yeah.
it.
I I, I feel
How?
like
What?
how did I didn't. So it was at a Disney resort. So it was okay. It
It
wasn't
was
at
at a Disney
Disneyland or
resort.
anything like that. So
No,
that's
it was at a
crazy. So I wonder
resort.
how that works. So they should go after the restaurant, in my opinion. Um, Disney
Exactly.
though, and that's
Exactly.
funny that you talked about this, and that's why earlier I think it was on our in between episode I talked about Amazon and how they took. I've spent a lot of money in the past two
Mm-hmm.
days, so I had a
Yep. Yep.
problem, and that's funny that you talked about that. Oh no no no! It was Apple that I got in an argument. I've been arguing with people left and right. So Apple,
Oh.
I downloaded because in my backyard I needed to know the area, and you could use virtual where it
Okay.
does the whole area thing. And I got an app, and it was a three day
Okay.
trial. It was $50 if you didn't do it every week. And I was like, fuck that! Like I'm just gonna use it for 3 days, delete it, and all that
Hmm.
stuff. Well, I forgot because I've been busy. So I saw I got
Oh
charged, and I
shit.
called them right. I disputed it right away, and they declined me, and they were like, "You got to give us more reason than just clicking a button." So I explained it. I was like, "It didn't even
Hmm.
work correctly. I don't know what the area was. It didn't even work."
Okay.
And they
Okay.
declined it again. They were like, "It is what it is." And I was just like, "What?" So then I called Apple, and I was like, "Hey, like it's $50. It ain't shit to you, but like that's $50 I could use towards the house." I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, it didn't even work. So can we just refund that money? You know what he told me? The gentleman goes, "Well, I'm sorry. You read the terms and conditions when you get an Apple phone and you sign up with Apple iTunes." And I seriously, in my like, I've never been so angry in my life. So I straight up said, Apple, I was like, I know you work for Apple and you're just doing your job, but Apple as a company, you guys are
Mm-hmm.
dicks. You make too much money to be complaining about $50. And I was like, on your break, I want you to read this because I ain't reading this bullshit. And I just hung up.
Yeah.
I was like,
So
what
you're
the
right.
fuck? Who reads
Because
that shit, dude?
because and I think Disney with doing this small case, they're trying to hold precedence over seeing like if we can get away with this, we can
And I
get
think
away with
Apple fucking
anything.
saw it and they were like, oh, we could do this to everybody.
Apple can do it too. And a lot more companies are going to start
Yeah,
doing this shit with these little sections that no one fucking has time to read. And like, well, you
yeah.
signed the
And
contract,
it is
you have Disney
scary.
Plus,
How
you
many
have
things
Apple
we just go,
Plus,
oh, I accept. Yeah, who knows
boop,
what?
because you can't use the apps
Yeah,
unless you agree.
I think I'm gonna start having
You
AI
can't. So
minimize it and be like, am I signing anything stupid?
tell me what I need to be aware of before I
Yeah.
accept this. And yeah. And that's scary. We live in a world where it's like this dystopian culture because of these
Hmm.
big companies. And I see Google doing it. I see Twitter doing it. Instagram's already done it when they started selling everybody's pictures on Facebook. And we signed it, and they said, well, once you sign this, we have the right to take your pictures and use it forever ads or whatever we
Yep.
want to do with it because we own it. So all these companies are doing this crazy shit, and it's scary. Like we're just giving up our rights because we don't have the time or the fucking energy to read the
Yep.
stupid shit that they're doing, and they
Yep.
own us.
Everything is just
They
it's
own us.
crazy how we allowed it. as a people to do this, and we'll just continue to do this, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
how we're gonna live. And
Yep.
me and you, we could argue all the time about all this shit, but nothing's gonna happen until
Oh,
the
until
people
we're
up
blue in the
top
face.
actually try to
Mm-hmm.
do something, or we rebel as a people. But then
We should just start boycotting Disney Plus.
I can't
Just
because they
start
took freaking
boycotting it.
Hulu, and I gotta watch freaking Bob's Burgers.
I still have
How
Hulu,
do you have Hulu? My
so
Hulu
I
went
could
out.
not watch.
It says it's on Disney Plus
I
now.
still have Hulu.
Yeah.
What? I
So
still have
Disney, I did
Hulu.
the update on my TV, and Disney
What?
has a green logo, and it says now with Hulu. And anytime I try to log into my Hulu app, it's like go to Disney. I'm like, what? Yeah.
No,
So
no.
now
We
when I
still
go on
have Hulu
Disney,
because
I've
we
got
have
it's
Hulu
weird because
Live.
I'm think of Disney and think of like, oh, I want to watch either Marvel or Disney movies, and I see fucking
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Exorcist 2, and I was just like, the hell?
Yep.
This is
This
that
isn't
shit
Disney.
I turn on when I want to get away from all that shit.
Exactly. No, we still
It's
have
crazy.
Hulu, and whenever the kids want to watch Disney, they do it. But I don't
I'm gonna
even
tell
fuck
you,
with
T.
Disney. Like I'm
Do
just.
not update the treasure.
We thought you was
Thought
a
this was a
toad.
horned toad. What? Do
Them sirens
do
got you.
not seek the treasure.
Oh shit. So yeah, I don't. Little tidbit. Speaking of childhood, I seen a thing with Amanda Bynes. You've seen her
Yeah.
transformation, how she looks very different and very unappealing. How she used to be. She used to be
Dude, when
very
she was in
cute.
Easy A,
But
oh
here's
my god.
so I seen a quote on what she said in an interview, and it said, "This is what she said." It said, "This is an example of being ugly to stop abuse. If I'm broken or damaged enough, I don't want to be their favorite toy anymore."
Wow.
That's
Wow.
profound. That's very
It's
profound. And you see how Hollywood has
yeah.
skewed that to make people just shy away from what they
It's
were.
scary that we I think I get too caught up in Twitter, and I think I'm not as bad as Trey because Trey be sending some weird shit to me, and I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
he's like,
I
he's
love
I
Twitter.
do, but to a point. I know when I go down the black hole, Trey lives in the black hole. That
Okay,
motherfucker be showing. He
Trey.
be like,
Yeah,
bro, when he's like, I think I'm Mayan, and I was like, what the fuck are you? I was like, what are you talking about, dude? Like some of the stuff he be talking.
this shaman
Yeah,
told
he's
me
like, did you guys see this? I'm like, bro, come on. But
it ain't that deep.
Twitter, it's weird that we allow. I hear all this stuff about like Bohemian Forest and all that shit, and Hollywood and how people are just randomly dying. Like Matthew Perry. Okay, so Matthew Perry overdosed. We thought he overdosed in his pool, and it was just an accident. Then they arrested 5 people, which
Yeah,
included his assistant,
5 people.
who literally said, "Oh, he was dead, and I even tried to give him more medicine or pills when he was dead."
Hmm.
I was like,
Yeah,
"What the hell?"
he was
Tell
dead.
me how
Hmm.
in Hollywood they have a lady there who's called
The
Ketamine Queen,
ketamine queen.
and she is
Hmm.
probably going to get away with it, but she delivers cocaine and heroin and ketamine to all
Yep.
these celebrities, and it's like she's known,
Yep.
she's well known. I'm like, how does that even work?
Hmm.
Like,
How does
how
that
does
work?
Hollywood get away with all this shit? But we allow this
Hmm.
to happen.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hollywood's
what
weird.
we call it Holly
It's
weird.
Holly weird.
Holly weird. At the same
Hmm.
time, it really opens our eyes to think like, Amanda, what happened to all those Nickelodeon stars? And yeah, you're correct. Amanda Bynes was cute, and she's cute in her own way now. But like, I could see why she's doing that stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. She's done with it.
Ariana
Hmm.
Grande used to wear heavy baggy hoodies because she was afraid of
Hmm.
being looked at that way or whatever was going on and stuff
Yep.
like that. So
Yep.
it's
Yep. Yep.
and then
Holly
you got all
weird,
the
man.
even the young boys and stuff like that. Macaulay Culkin going through it. Corey Feldman, who
Hmm.
that
Corey
dude,
Feldman.
he tries to voice him, but the ketamine queen or they drug him and then they're like, or what's his name,
Hmm.
Corey Brown, Cody Brown.
Uh, Corey
Is
Ham.
it Corey
Corey
Ham? I
Ham.
thought it was Corey Brown.
Corey
Yeah,
Ham. The one that was friends
No,
with
no,
Corey
I'm talking
Feldman.
about That's So Raven.
Oh,
Orlando
Orlando
Brown.
Brown.
That dude, I feel
Yes,
like
he's off his
but I feel like
rocker.
he's not off his rocker because of himself. Like I feel like
Yeah.
Hollywood is like, oh, he's opening his mouth. Let's go drug him, throw a party, drug him, and then continue to feed him like Matthew Perry. Matthew
Right.
Perry was
Mm-hmm.
posting some weird stuff about Hollywood, and he was saying like I'm Batman and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that, and then he started losing his mind, and then all of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden he's overdosing.
Yep.
Michael
Yep.
Jackson, all these ones
Yep.
that overdose aren't overdosing because of themselves. They're overdosing because they
Mm-hmm.
became addicted because of fucking Hollywood. Uh,
Yep.
and it's these
Absolutely.
it all and it's not like it just started. Julie
It's
Garland,
been going
the
on.
Wizard of Oz, she during Wizard of Oz, they said that they needed to keep her skinny, so she was on a coughing, cigarette, and cocaine fucking diet. And then I was reading this thing about Shirley Temple that they were having her kiss like grown ass men when she was a kid. Like it was weird. I was like, this is
Wow. Animal crackers
yeah.
in my soup. Monkeys and rabbits. Loop de loop, huh?
Hollywood is very
Shit.
Holly weird. So
Hollywood's fucking weird, man. Hollywood is fucking weird. So to wrap up for the questions before we get into TV movie recommendations, if we have any, um, truth of childhood nursery rhymes. I only have a couple. Ring Around the
I
Rosie.
know that one. Do you
So
before we get this, do you remember
what do you
that
think that
girl
means?
that did this stuff where she was like, she's on Instagram. She was really famous for a while. I mean, maybe she was famous because I liked it because I love history stuff. But she would
Okay,
be like, ring. She'd
okay.
start singing "Ring Around a Rosie," and then her alternate self would pop up, and she's like, "Do you know what that really means?" And she's like, "No." And she's like,
Yes.
"But that was the Black Plague. The ring
There's the
around
Black
the
Plague.
roses is the red
Yes.
eyes, and the scar or
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
pocket full of posies was because the dead
Pocket full of
bodies they put
posies.
posies for the smell. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down
And
because they
then
burned
ashes.
them.
They
Yeah.
cremated. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Notch, you got it. Yep. What about Peter Pumpkin Eater? Had a wife and couldn't keep her. Put her in a pumpkin shell.
Wasn't
Then he
that?
kept her very well. That is a
Yeah,
fucking
I was like, wasn't that
kidnapper.
based off of a kidnapper in Britain? Yeah,
That
I'm
motherfucker's
pretty
a
sure it was based off of a
kidnapper.
kidnapper in Britain.
What was the other one? I had row your boat, but I couldn't find anything
I
on
thought
it.
she did that one, and it was based off of slavery.
Oh shit! I can see that. I can see that.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily, merrily. Life
Merrily,
is but a
merrily, merrily,
dream.
life is but a dream.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I can see that correlation. And we all know the Brothers
Yeah.
Grimm stories. Those dark ass stories. The Pied Piper, where he had the rats and killing people and
What were
stuff like
some of the
that.
other
Different
ones?
stories
There
from the
was
Cinderella's
yeah,
scary. That
a lot
story's
of Disney
scary.
stories were all based off of old folk tales that
Mm-hmm.
were completely off the
Yep.
wall if you think about it. And Disney didn't
Yep.
really go too far
Yep.
off of it, especially when it came to like the
Mm-hmm.
ages and stuff. It still freaks me out when they're like, "Oh yeah, Pocahontas" and all this stuff, and it's like Pocahontas was 13 when she did that
Mm-hmm.
shit. Like she was
Yeah,
16 when she married
exactly.
John Rolfe and died when she was like 18 or 19. That girl had such a short life, and we think she's a Disney character.
The one that is dark, but it's always stayed true. Hansel
Yeah,
and Gretel. That was a
yeah.
fucked up story.
What
Fucking
are
witch
some
in the woods eating
old
children and
nursery
shit.
rhymes? There was a couple of them.
Little Red Riding Hood, the Golden Goose,
We're gonna have to find
Rumpelstiltskin.
that girl's page because it's crazy what she talks about, and I
Yeah,
learned a
we'll have
lot
to
off
find
of
out.
it.
Yeah, we'll have to find her
Um,
page. We'll have to find her
yeah,
page.
it's just crazy which what how history.
Mm-hmm.
I know one was based off of a war. Oh, it was Humpty Dumpty.
Mm.
No, 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 no. Was it Humpty
Oh
Dumpty?
yes, he was the king,
Yeah.
and and I guess he it was an analogy that he
No.
lost the
Oh, no, no.
war or
I know what
something
it
like
was. It
that.
was. It's raining. It's pouring. The old man is snoring. Bumped his head. Went to bed.
Man is
Didn't
snoring.
wake up the next morning. It's because he fucking died. He
Ah,
died in his sleep.
oh shit. Holy
Yeah.
crap!
Think of it. He
Damn.
bumped his head, whatever, slipped his head. Yeah, he
Couldn't
couldn't
wake
wake
up
up in
in
the
the
morning. He
morning.
died.
Yeah.
And kids are saying this
Yikes.
stuff.
Kids all. I love
Right?
this song.
I love WAP. What?
What?
But think about
Yeah,
it, T. Like,
WAP.
even your kids did it
Mm-mm.
when they were like, oh, we love, what's it called? Not Fuck the Pain Away. What was the other one? If,
Uh, disco tits. They call it blue. Let's listen to Blue Lips. That's not the
I
name.
like how I went
I
to
see
Peaches,
how
Fuck
you
the Pain
see how
Away.
you look so pretty.
Yeah, your kids, they're like,
I
wait,
know.
TJ would be letting his kids listen to Peaches? Fuck the pain away.
No, I do not.
Fuck the pain away.
Fuck the pain away.
Discotics falls in those two songs right
Oh
there are
shit.
probably like my two favorite, like, oh my god type songs.
Yeah, absolutely. Kids, cover your ears. Well, shit. Well, Notch, do you got any TV movie recommendations or music
I was trying to,
recommendations?
I sent it to you, so I'm going to go off screen for a second. Can you still hear me?
Okay, I
There
can still
is a
hear you.
song that I sent to you, and it is my new favorite song to jam while I'm going down the road, and it's funny and hilarious. My brothers don't think it's funny, but I do. But
It's not the Super
oh
Mario
man,
one, is
dude,
it?
that was so catchy. I absolutely love that.
That one's so good. That one's so good. Peach.
She's for the streets. Okay, so there's two songs. So there's a
Okay.
song called Silver Mountain, or it's a band called Silver Mountain Zion. And it's called 13 Angels
Okay.
Standing at My Bedpost. Definitely listen to
Oh.
that one. It is crazy, crazy good.
Oh shit.
Actually, listen to it, and you want to see
Okay.
your dogs bark? Do that. My dog
Oh
freaks out
shit.
every time I see it. I'm trying to look for the one. It's hilarious, and it has the name. That one. T, do you have any recommendations while I go through all my music?
I do. Logic's album, Ultra 85. I love
Oh
Logic.
yeah.
Me and Notch love Logic. That's such a fire album. There's only like maybe a couple songs that I'd skip, but I think it's dope. It's a dope concept. He's been waiting to do Ultra 85 for a long ass time. So shout out to Logic with Ultra 85. He has some dope features on there too. Um, I don't have any. Do I have? Oh, Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper has some new shit out too, which is dope. Um, Movie recommendation. Eric and I watched M. Night Shyamalan's new
No,
movie,
you did
Trap.
not. How did you watch that?
Yes,
What?
we did. We
Oh
went to the
fuck! It's at the
theaters.
theaters.
That
I
movie
can't
was
wait to see that movie. That
crazy.
movie looks good.
Okay. It's not like your traditional M. Night
Oh man,
Shyamalan.
the devil
Like
didn't do it.
obviously you hear the premise, but you hear the premise of what it is, but just the way how he portrays the Josh Hartnett. Josh Hartnett is scary as
Yeah,
fuck in this
he's
movie.
actually one
To
of
be
my
honest,
favorite
like he
actors.
was he was great in Black
Yeah,
Mirror, the Black Mirror episode too. This
I'm
last
glad he's
season,
making a comeback.
Trap Trap is crazy. Trap is crazy. Um, there's only one bad thing about it. It's a little prolonged
Oh.
with things, but the concept of this movie is fucking crazy.
You
Yeah,
know,
you got to watch
I
Trap, Notch. You got to watch
yeah,
Trap.
I do want to see that. I watched what did I watch today, which was a weird fucking movie. It had Florence Pugh in it. Mid Midsummer?
Uh,
Midday summer? That
Midsummer,
was a weird ass
Midsummer. Yeah,
movie.
I that movie's weird. Have you watched the other one with her and Harry
No.
Styles?
I like her though.
That one's called. What is that one called?
Why can't I find my song?
Florence Florence Pugh, Harry Styles. Don't worry, darling. Notch. When you talk about like
Yeah.
predisposition, watch that one. That one's on Amazon
Okay.
Prime.
I'll have to watch it.
Don't worry, darling. That one fucked me up.
Oh, I found it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, listeners, You have to, and T, I think I sent it to you. When you're rolling down the
Okay.
street, just blast this. And I think it's funny, but I don't know why I could fall asleep to this. I think it's because I worked in the phone industry and I was constantly put on hold. But did you know the hold music that's
Okay.
all uh that hold music? It's
Yes,
actually
yes.
a fucking song.
It's a
It's
real
by
song?
Tim
Oh
Carlton.
God.
It's called Opus Number One. It's 7 minutes long, and I fucking love it.
I've only seen the Power Rangers dance to that song, like the
Yeah,
memes.
where I like where the Jay
And
Z
they're all,
where the Jay Z one's not into his head, but it's so I love, I don't know why, anytime I was put on hold, if I heard that I was just like, hell yes, keep me on hold. I found out it was a
interesting.
damn
Okay.
song, and I was like, hell yeah. So I was at Sonic
All
recently,
right. Shit.
and I rolled down the window and laughed because I was on hold. I was on hold
He's
with
on hold with
freaking Sonic.
telemarketers.
So I was like, I'm gonna play some hold music, waiting for my food.
Waiting for my fucking food. Oh shit. Okay. All right. I can dig it.
It was,
I can
yeah.
dig it. Well, we got anything else for the listeners,
No,
Notch?
just yeah. It's crazy that we're just talking about Sonic. Just I don't eat fast food a lot, so I went there and I couldn't even decide what I
Hmm.
wanted. So I
You didn't get a green chili cheeseburger
oh
because you
no,
put
that
me
that's
onto
exactly
those.
what I got, but I couldn't even eat it because I don't eat fast
Okay.
food, so it like messed up my stomach. And they don't use
Oh, I feel
the
you. I
chili's not
feel
the
you.
same. They used to pack it on there,
Oh,
and
I haven't
yeah.
had one in a
So that's funny
minute.
that you said that. I got
In a
that,
minute.
and then they had a thing called the lemonade cream slush, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, that looks
Okay.
delicious." Well, I think it was like 9 o'clock,
Okay.
and they're like,
Okay.
"Sorry, we're all out of lemonade syrup," and I was like, "The fuck?" I was like, "Then make it. You got
Oh,
lemons?"
our ice cream
I was like, "Don't you
station's
got
down.
lemons?" But I didn't. I got a
You got ice cream?
cherry cream slush because I love cherries too. So I got a cherry cream
Okay.
slush. I asked for a large. That fucker was $10. And I saw that and I was like, the hell? Give me a small. I was like, I don't even need that much
This
sugar
is too
anymore.
big.
I was
This is
like, when did
too
Sonic
big.
become so expensive? It's crazy. Everything's
Everything's
expensive. Yeah,
expensive.
it's
Everything.
nuts. I was like, I'll
Everything.
just sip my water and pretend it's
Wow.
this cream slush shit.
Can I get a lemon? Slice me up a
I'll
lemon
just
real
make my
quick. I'll
own
just
lemonade.
squeeze it
Give
in
me
my
that and some
water.
sugar shit.
Borrow some sugar. You ain't not
You
peanut butter,
got,
no jelly.
you got cereal, but no milk, ham. Yeah.
Ham, no egg.
Oh man. Yeah, that's all I got,
Well,
man.
shit, guys. Like we said in the beginning of the episode, for those of you listening on any of your podcast platforms, make sure you guys leave us a solid review. Whether you guys are listening to us on YouTube, make sure you guys watch, talk in the comments, hit us up on all our platforms on Instagram, Twitter. Check out the Facebook hub of the cool things, Cool Radio, the Dream Lounge, No More Lies with me, Notch, and Trey, and go to the Cool Attire
Cool
shop,
after dark.
man. Like, we apologize. Cool After Dark, yeah, be on the lookout for Cool. It's gonna be on OnlyFans exclusive.
Oh
So
shit.
yeah, it's gonna be $6.99 a month for your
See
subscription.
what he did there? 6.99. Three. Or what did you do? This thing? Three? Oh no, I did it wrong. I don't even know how the fuck. I don't know how you do that. Yeah.
the
There
shaka.
you go.
So yeah, did I
No,
miss
that's it.
anything,
Just make
Notch?
sure you like, subscribe, and share. Please tell all your friends, family, and your pets to share. Get your pets spayed and neutered.
Yeah, I was about to say that shit. Shout out to Bob Barker and
This
Mr.
is so
Curry.
funny. Dude, before we get off of
Make
that,
sure your kids.
this dude on Jeopardy the other day, because it's hosted by what's his name, Ken Jennings. It's
Ken
hosted by him,
Jennings.
and some guy
Mm-hmm.
is like he got the daily double, and they were like, "How much do you want to wager?" And he looked at Ken, and he's like, "I've always
Mm-hmm.
wanted to do this, so you got to move aside." He's like, "Make it a true daily double." What's his name?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, no, Alex.
Ken.
He's like, "Alex, let's make it a true daily double."
Oh.
And Ken just looked at him, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"That's the shit right there." In his spirit, Ken was there, but he was still talking to Alex. I was like, that was
He was
funny.
there. Yes. Yes, like Naj said, make sure you get your pet spayed and neutered
Oh,
and do what you
good.
got to do.
All right. See.
Life
Life
is
is
cool,
random.
Notch.
Listeners, as always. Yep.
Till next time, y'all. Peace. What up, what up, what up? Well, look at us. Your boy Jam, your boy Notch. Your boys are on the screen.
We're on the screen. You can see our faces.
Well, this